Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. This is our final interview for Sundance Slam Dance movie coverage for the weekend. I'm so excited for our next guest. You can see him in Jumanji, which is out right now. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. He is going to be in a big movie coming out in 2018, The Last... Full call, yeah. Sorry, messed up. I'm just so excited. I'm shaking. Guys, let's just get to the interview because we're running out of time. Ser'Darius Blain, thank you so much for being here, man.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So yeah, you're in Jumanji.
Yeah. Pinching myself.
How was it being cast as a high schooler, first of all?
First of all, I mean, as you can see, I may or may not be in high school still.
You're young and youthful. You got the fountain of youth.
Youthful energy until I try to stand up and my knees slow me down. But no, it was great. Honestly, when I went into the audition process for Jumanji, I had no expectations because I was like, my high school days are far behind me. But somehow, with a clean shave and a few prayers, it came through. Yeah.
And so Jumanji is about It originally was a 1995 movie with Robin Williams,
right,
where they got sucked into a board game. They modernized it for 2017, 2018, where you and 3 other kids get in trouble, are in detention, and you get sucked into a video game.
Right.
And then you guys become those avatars in the video game.
Right.
And your avatar is Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Did he study you a lot? Were you guys close into trying to get each other's body language and everything, or?
Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, Kevin's a busy guy, so you don't get a lot of one-on-one time with him, but he's very astute, and the times that we did get a chance to meet, he's definitely an observer. He's one of those people who can be on 3 cell phones at one time and tell you every single thing that every person in the room had just said. So he's very observant. I think he did a good job of embodying me,
And I mean,
but yeah. He definitely did study me, and I think it shows when you watch the movie. He's got kind of the bravado. He's big man, a little body. Sorry, Kevin.
I mean, he's Kevin Hart. He's metaphorically big. I mean,
the personality's big enough to fill up this room,
And the cast is great. It has Jack Black, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It has Karen Gillan, who I love from Doctor Who. That's how I first found out about her. Yeah. Kevin Hart. I mean,
Nick Jonas. Yeah.
That's so awesome. Congratulations on being in the film.
Thank you so much.
And then your next film, it's again, you're kind of playing another character with another actor.
Yeah. It goes from A to Z. Yeah. Definitely.
And, I mean, this isn't something to sneeze at. You're playing young Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. I mean, that came up out of nowhere for me, to be honest with you. I hadn't even heard of the film before, but about a week before I had a chance to meet with the director, I got an email from my team, and they told me that the director, Todd Robinson, was interested in meeting with me about this movie. So, I got a chance to read the script, and I fell in love with it instantly. The Last Full Measure, it's going to be released later on this year. I don't know yet, but as soon as I do, I will let everybody know. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Ser'Darius Blain. But it's a Vietnam War biopic about William Pitsenbarger, who was a Air Force medic who came down, basically crossed enemy lines and saved 66 people on the deadliest day in the Vietnam War, and then ultimately, perished in battle. And so 30 years later, we're trying to get him a posthumous Medal of Honor, which has never been done before. We're trying to upgrade his medal. And so it just kind of goes through, Sebastian Stan's character goes through and is basically trying to get a recount from everyone who Pitsenbarger saved, get a recount from them to petition the White House to get him his Medal of Honor. And so I have the honor of playing Samuel L. Jackson, who's another intense, huge, larger than life personality.
Totally.
As well. And I'm super honored to even be mentioned in the same breath as him, and Ed Harris, and we got.
It's not a small cast. This isn't a small movie.
No.
There's heavy hitters in this film.
We got Oscar winners, Oscar nominees, Golden Globe winners,
everything,
as well. So I'm just in a room full of giants, just trying to not rock the boat,
And again, same kind with the Jumanji question. Did you get to work with Samuel L. Jackson a lot because you're playing a younger version than him, or?
No, I didn't actually. Again, because I'm playing the younger version of him, we're never on the screen at the same time, of course. But I was told that he approved of me, playing him, and so I didn't even have to audition for it. So that was another huge blessing, in this business when you have to jump through hoops to try to get every single job. But,
and was that brought on because of Jumanji, or did you get this role before Jumanji?
No, I actually got this after Jumanji. I shot Jumanji about a year and a half ago, and I just heard about The Last Full Measure this past summer. I heard about it 2 weeks before we started shooting, and then I flew out to Thailand. But I'm not sure why I got it, but I'm not gonna question them.
Right.
I'll take it and run.
And what the crazy thing is it's not like you haven't been in no-name projects before. You've been in Star Trek Into Darkness, where you played a red shirt, which I think is awesome, because they're the fabled red shirts. They're kind of the fodder for Star Trek. You've been in Shameless. You've been in Chicago PD. These aren't little knick-knack projects. These are big-time TV shows and movies.
Yeah, well, it takes, what do they say? It takes 10 years to make an overnight success in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I'm in year 8 now. My first project was Footloose, which was a great time. And then I got the honor of being on this show called Jane by Design, which was on ABC Family some years ago. Nobody remembers it, but it was a good time.
I'm sure there's someone who's like, oh my God, I love that show.
Yeah, right. I'll take it. And then probably one of my favorite projects, which was with Sony as well, which is called When the Game Stands Tall, which is a true story about the longest win streak in sports history with the De La Salle Spartans. But it's been, I've definitely gotten an opportunity to work quite a bit, and I'm super blessed for it. But, Jumanji is that project that, quote unquote, kind of takes you to the next level.
Gets the ball rolling.
Yeah, I'm shocked at how well it was doing. I remember praying that I was like, Lord, please just let it do like 300 million at least. And here we are, we're blowing past 800 million right now, and #1 for the 4th week in a row. So you haven't gotten a chance to see Jumanji, go check it out right now. I'll buy your ticket if you don't like it.
Well, and the thing is too, is you guys went up against Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and we're neck and neck with Star Wars. And Jumanji's a remake.
We beat Star Wars a few weeks ago. Get it right.
Hello. It's all because of this dude, this guy right here.
Nothing
if Star Wars had him, it would have been better. No, I love it.
To me. I'll take it though.
No, this is kind of fun for me because in film school we had a saying, it's not too late for med school. You were the exact opposite, where you were in med school and then decided to go into film.
I know. I'm kind of the whole twist turned upside down metaphor, but I was a biology major. I wanted to be a cardiologist my entire life. My family is from the Caribbean. They are Haitian, and so it's always the sure bet to try to be a doctor or a lawyer, something that's respectable. And I think I got that drilled into my head at an early age. I also always wanted to help people, you know what I'm saying? And so it kind of coincided with each other. But one day I was sitting in a lecture, and I literally remember it was like Charlie Brown. I could hear my professor talking. It was just like womp 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 womp. Like I wasn't listening at all. And I just sat there and I looked around. And I was like, "Is this what I want to do with the rest of my life?" And in that moment, I just got up kind of in the middle of class. I was like, I got a lot to think about. And so I went out and I asked my mom if I could take the rest of the semester off. And she was like, yeah, but you're not taking like a year off or anything like that, because you got to get back in school. Ended up going and auditioning for AMTC, which was a modeling and talent competition. And got really great feedback and won basically like every category that I was in. I had never done anything really performance related except for a couple of plays here and there, throughout high school and stuff like that. But I'd never taken it seriously, and this was the first time I was really taking it seriously, and they took me seriously too. So I just kept falling into these opportunities to act, and I asked my mom, if I could take this scholarship. I got a scholarship to the New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts in New York. And she was like, all right, well, you got 5 years to make it work. If it doesn't work, then you're going back to school. And my mom's American, my dad is Haitian. And so when I called him to let him know the decision that I had made, he was like, what? Actor? You want to be an actor for what? You going to be in TV movies? I was like, yes, Dad. He's like, oh, you are stupid Americans, And so I was like, all right, well, thanks for the support. So kind of lit a little fire up under me. And you know, as soon as I graduated, you know, from school, I hit the ground running. And you know, a year later, I booked Footloose, and Dad called back and he was quite supportive. He's still super supportive. I mean, I'm talking trash about him, but he's really supportive of everything I do now. So now I just have to play a doctor on TV so that I can bring it all full circle, you know? Yeah.
Well, Ser'Darius,
sir,
thank you so much for joining us on
thanks
the morning
for having
show.
me, Conrad.
Dude,
Appreciate you, man.
congratulations on Jumanji. Congratulations on the last full measure. The last full measure, did I get that correct?
The last full measure, that's correct.
Perfect.
Long name, but yes.
Dude,
worth it.
you're making it. You're gonna get there.
Trying, man. Trying to be like you, man.
Don't ever be like me. Don't ever. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up the Mountain Morning Show. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, all our guests. Hope you guys enjoyed Sundance Slam Dance coverage for 2018. And, guys, I guess we'll just see you next time.
See you next time.